Welcome back to the Think, See, Listen YouTube channel, where I give it to you raw, uncut, and uncensored, unedited, and completely unprofessional. Authentic, genuine, honest, true stories coming at you from the Think, See, Listen channel, all for the glory of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. This video is going to be about Narc'ception, narcissistic tendencies of the Narc'ception type. The Charizard, the Demogorgon, it's like the final boss of Castlevania, bro. The Narc'ception narcissist. I had a childhood friend who called me today. I haven't spoken to him in 9 months. And he called me, yo man, let me tell you about my ex-girlfriend. I told you about her, haven't I? I'm like, well, no, I haven't talked to you in a while, man. Is it this one girl? No, it's this other girl. And he's just started naming off things. I guess she had a tough upbringing. Her parents weren't good. She had a lot of traumatizing experiences, and she had, I guess, developed a drinking problem, and sounds like she's a promiscuous girl. I don't know. It sounds like the type of people I've had to deal with in all different ways. Once you deal with like narcissistic people that you're in relationships with, you date these narcissistic girls, and he was saying that she's just so fun, and then I'm like, what? She's so fun, and then some time goes by, and she starts accusing you of things that she's like, yeah. I'm like, what is she? I'm like, oh, it sounds like She's like, that's what she would call me. She would call me a narcissist. Narc'ception. People that maybe she had been. See, the girl I had to deal with who was the Narc'ception Demogorgon boss, she had all of these horror stories. But she's a deadbeat, and there's no saving her, and all you could do is let her destroy you, or cut her loose, and let her say whatever the hell she's gonna say to whoever, and continue her cycle. But out of our own good heart, we want to help, and we want to make our name right. We want to restore the dignity to our good name, however flawed we are, you know. And, you know, it's a pretty girl, a little younger. Yeah. My girl, she was older. I idiot, man. What a dumbass. But who cares? Specifics don't matter. It's like the overall sameness. They put all these red flags out that you let fly because you're lonely and you want to think the best for everybody. And you have fun with them, even though at the same time they're doing things that are manipulative and abusive. Signs. He's telling me how she's always out at the bar, and she winds up crashing places, and like, dude. And I had flashed back to this one girl that I thought I was gonna marry her, and she just switched on me, and but she would tell me, "Hey, Ryan, tell my mom I stayed at my friend's house." Right? She would say, "If my mom asks you, tell her that I stayed at this girl's house." And her mom didn't really like me. I didn't really talk to her mom. And I just said jokingly once, I'm like, "Yeah, I wonder if you tell me that you're going to Shannon's house and you're going somewhere else." And she had this look. And you overlook these things, man, because you're like dumbstruck. You're dumb. You're a dummy. You're just a dummy. You're a sucker. The worst is when you have somebody who's knowledgeable about the whole psychological abuse things, because maybe they've been through it, but at that point, when they are telling you that you're gaslighting them, they're gaslighting you by saying that you're gaslighting them, and they're projecting on you by saying that you're projecting on them, and they've been overstepping your boundaries, and your whole life has been nothing but worse off ever since they've entered into it. They're making you the bad person, and you believe them. Narc'ception. No time for that. And he's like at this point where he broke up with her, and it's like, "I can't stop thinking, man." I'm like, "Oh, you're trauma bonded." What's trauma bond? People don't know these things. My friend, man, he's an awesome guy. I've known this guy since kindergarten. We used to build mini bikes and skate ramps, skateboard and rollerblade. It's all before the internet and stuff. And yeah, I hadn't talked to him in a while. He calls me every now and then. He's like, "Hey, what's up, man? You're not on drugs, are you?" Because the other time he calls me is to tell me about our friends that have died. And down where we're from, we're like, some people will call us the rich kids. It's like, we're not the rich kids, but some people would call us that. We were like the middle class, where we were just giving up to the estate, just like everybody else. Only our folks had a little bit more money than other people. But then, like, the really rich kids. I'm so sick of talking about, like, classism. That's so stupid. Anyway, we were middle class kids. But all the kids in our neighborhood just dropped dead. Heroin, opioids, somehow. I don't know how. Yeah, I remember that boy. That dude. He called me, my two fake teeth up front. He called me to tell me about my friend. Like in fourth grade, I went ice skating with this guy, this kid, and his family. They were world class hockey kids. I don't know. These kids were amazing hockey players, and I knew how to ice skate stuff, but I wasn't amazing. I went ice skating with this family. This family was like, no rules. These kids could do whatever they want. It's crazy times at that house. So it was fun to go over there as a kid because it was like no rules. I don't know. Not a good thing. Not a good thing for kids to be doing that. I went ice skating and I was trying to spray the ice, and I turned and I hit my chin on the ice and my teeth broke in half, and I got these two fake teeth to remind me of these people. My friend called me one day, man. The dude dealing with Narc'ception recovery syndrome. He's like trying to. He doesn't know anything about this stuff either. It's like his first time. His first time is like the Charizard boss. Like, once you get over these type of narcissists, you can get over anything. But I want to tell the story about our friend who passed. It's a tragedy. I get to think about it every time I ever see myself in the mirror, really. But story goes, our friend, our childhood friend, we were like a trio in elementary school. And God rest him. Our friend, he wound up ODing and dying of heroin or opioids of some kind. I'm not sure specifically. But it was like his brother, his little brother, I remember his little brother was like the fourth wheel of the crew. And we were all just a bunch of delinquent kids. But the little brother had a manslaughter accident where he hit somebody while drinking and driving. And so he was in prison for years and years and years. The mom left the dad for her high school sweetheart, and the dad killed himself. Andre, rest his soul. Rest all of their soul. That's a crazy tragedy. I don't know what kind of life this is. But yeah, when you're dealing with manipulative people and they try to turn you away from being yourself, and they make you a bad person because you yourself, just who you are, is bad, and you start to believe that you can't be around these people. You gotta let them go. This poor guy, man. He's he's like kind of a miracle kid in his own way. Where this guy, my friend who called me, he's like, he crashed a motorcycle and was in a coma for like a month and almost died. But the legend goes is the first thing he said when he woke up was, wow, he wanted to buy some beer and go party. And he's really good at that. He's not very spiritual, but I think he's like kind of opening up spiritually. Cause I talked to him for a while. Chicks, how do you know she was cheating on you? I don't know how she was. I think it's just these things that you remember when it's like time goes by and it's all sorting through. It's like, oh, that whole scenario is just like clear. That's what happened. That's what went on. She pulled that dude that was talking to her like she knew him, and then pulled him into the bathroom like she pulled me into the bathroom that one time. And then she came and made out with me, and then that guy came out of the bathroom and was watching. It was all freaking, yo. Yeah, and when these people start accusing you of things, it's because they're usually doing it. But that girl, she told me that she told a bunch of people lies about me. She was scared of what had happened. And it was weird. I couldn't go out places, and people started looking at me different, and I don't know. It's all honey trap stuff, bro. She told me though, Because I was like, oh, when they start to tell you, oh, you're just cute when you're angry. But when you would get mad because they're twisting up your words and you're getting excited, then they start to accuse you of being crazy and unruly. But you're just standing up for yourself. And then all that, after dealing with that for months and months, they'll tell you, I just think you're cute when you're angry. No, 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 that's so wrong. Alright, I just don't want to appear weak. She told me that. I just don't want to appear weak. I'm like, well, that makes you weaker than anybody that has the strength to be authentic. So if you're dealing with these types of people, just gotta cut the string. Let them fly away. I wrote these poems about that girl. You were like my favorite balloon, so hard to let go of you. I hope one day you reach the moon. And then another one went like, sometimes what you want will hurt you more than what you need, and only cutting off the string will be the thing that sets you free. That goes for all people, places, and things. So you could do this. The only way I recovered from Narc'ception is deep isolation. I thankfully only had Narc'ception syndrome in my life. I put up with it for like 3 or 4 months. He had a whole baby, 9 months in, like, that's a whole baby born in his brain. His whole soul has been taken from him. He's like, for real. Because I'm like, your soul is your mind and your will and your emotions. And he's like, all I could think about and talk about is this girl. And it's like, oh, she's driving me crazy. I'm like, dude, you have to just separate yourself, dude. Only way. Anybody dealing with this kind of toxic relationship stuff, it's so much better to be alone and to take the time to heal than to try to just make it work and keep torturing yourself, or to do the other thing which is unhealthy and just hop from relationship to relationship. You gotta heal. If you're sad, it's for a reason. Like depression, anxiety, like these are all reactions to stimuli. They're natural. There's reasons behind them. We have to heal from them. We can't let them control us. Sometimes we gotta freaking just grab life by the horns. Say, no, devil, I ain't gonna be weak today. Other times, we need to rest. I'm injured. Can't go. Rest is important, Rambling video. This has been Rambling with Thinks You Listen. And Thinks You Listen will be back later. I pray that this is helpful in some way. I'm not sure that it was made any much sense. I feel like I rambled on. And I'm not even sure what I said. So God bless you. I pray that you had a good day and that we get some good sleep tonight. That would be great. It'd be great to have some good sleep. See you later. Bye.